Limits, something we often put on ourselves and sometimes let it guide our lives. Now, I believe that there's three categories that, well, keep you sane. That is physically, emotionally, and mentally. Now, if one of them is messed up, oftentimes it messes with the other two. If you're physically, not the best, then it often affects your mental, which affects your emotional. And I could, well, list those other things, but I'm just gonna give myself editing work, just like put like a triangle thing here, like a maths equation or whatever. You know what? Let's try something different. I don't know if you guys remember in my Minecraft video that you should totally go and watch after liking and subscribing. I've never said that before. I'm like, if you're new here, then just ignore me. This is normal. I'm a special boy. Yeah. Let's try this. We all have those moments in life where we are limited by ourselves, whether it's led by our fears or our doubts, because the future, it's unknown, and oftentimes having to overcome it to, ignore your doubts and fears. It's really not easy, but the only person who really is in control is you. I mean, there's man versus world, there's man versus nature, there's man versus others, being people or objects, I guess. But the biggest one is man versus self. I'm not gender specifying, but you versus you. I mean, if you can overcome yourself, whether it comes to maybe desire or feelings, which it's really not easy, then you can do anything. You are limited by yourself and your own thoughts, and that is a fact. I mean, if you don't think you can do it, if you tell yourself, oh, it's too hard, oh, I can't do this, you're limiting yourself, because you really can. Now, obviously, I'm not talking about things where the world limits us, because obviously I know that we are not capable of absolutely anything. We can't punch someone out of existence or run at the speed of light. But you know what we can do? We can make all the money in the world. We can make dreams come true and love come true. You can get buff. You can do whatever you truly think you can. And the perfect representations I often go to is gaming, anime, and especially K-pop, which in my eyes, K-pop, I've learned isn't actually a music, but it's a culture that I've recently really got into. But bands like BTS or Stray Kids especially, they were very limited from the beginning. They had a lot of pressure on them that really affected them and made them feel as though they couldn't do it. But you know what? It was their passion. It was what they truly wanted for not just them, but the entire team. It was a dream, and simply because of that, they didn't limit themselves. And going to gaming, you play as these characters, you live as their emotions, you go through it all, where they have to make a choice where it's like, if you make this choice, you're gonna lose this, but if you make this choice, you're gonna lose this. And it's kind of like you see them be forced into these situations, and well, it's not only like you just feel it in the game, you feel it in real life too, whether it's watching the game or actually experiencing it for yourself. That's one of the things I really love about it all. I mean, perfect representation is Ghost of Tsushima, a literal character who was limited to either choosing his own honor in order to save his family, but at the cost he loses everyone, or die with honor and lose everything he loves. Not only the people, but everything, the whole island. And he chose the hardest decision, and that was choosing to betray his own honor, something he grew up with. That was because he was limited by the choice. But you know what? As you play through the story, you meet new characters, you live through experiences, which it's almost like that limited decision, although it really sucked, it honestly was kind of probably the best choice. I mean, if he chose to die with honor, then he would have lost more even in death. Now, I can't pretend like, oh, you've probably haven't heard this before, or someone's probably told you, or you've told yourself. But it's not just about communication. It's really about taking it in. I mean, you really can do anything, and it'll come at a cost. I won't lie. Oftentimes, success comes with the cost of a lot of time. YouTube is one of those things. I know I need to put my grind in, if I want to do YouTube, maybe even if I want to become an artist or make a movie. Anything you want, you can do, and I won't deny it doesn't come at a cost, and you know that. Or if you don't, then now you do. But what I'm trying to say is that actually taking it in and making that harder decision, whether it's to stay for something, leave for something, sacrifice something, it really is just all up to you. I mean, especially with this Minecraft world, I mean, I lost everything. I lost the whole damn series. And I had a choice to continue, whether I should just stop, whether I should just give up and maybe start something new. But I'm choosing to stay because, I mean, losing everything was actually a little beautiful. I mean, the restarting, it almost felt refreshing, and I'm not sure why it does, but it really feels as though it's like a new chapter in the same book that I kind of want to go through. But the reason that's only there is because of the way I'm looking at it. If you're going to constantly look at the negative, then you're going to limit yourself to going beyond it. If you're going to look down, then you're only going to carry mountains that you were meant to climb. And if you're going to constantly try and go faster than you should, then maybe you'll go up the mountain faster, but you'll also go down it faster. The victory, the success of having to go through what you went through, it won't be as rewarding because, I mean, the fact is you rushed throughout the whole process that you never got to appreciate what you learned and had to accept. If you're like me, then maybe you're wondering, why is he making these videos? Because it's not only this, and I've spoken about other emotions that I didn't really just experience, but I was in the moment of. Like, I was in the experience of feeling those feelings, and that is just like now. I don't feel limited, but instead I felt what it's like to overcome those limits. And what happens is, as soon as you overcome one, a new one appears. I mean, let's say you get a new PR for benching or for gymming. You end up doing a whole new set of something, and you lift heavier. I mean, after that, it's a whole new thing to overcome. And I'll be honest, it's beautiful. I mean, you can look at it and you can say that it's not that beautiful, and it's kind of meaningless. It makes everything hard, but feeling the relief of overcoming it, of becoming a bigger person, it grows your character. A character that only has a limited amount of time to grow. You have a limited amount of time to become someone, and limiting yourself by having others control your life or other things, just anything else other than yourself, well, oftentimes it really makes things a lot harder for you to grow into a character that you want to become, because now you're following other people's values and you're letting them control not only your emotions but your mental, your physical, simply because you're limiting your thought and you don't think that you can defend yourself. Stops your growth and makes you feel lost. But anyway, yeah, that's more or less the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for listening to me blabber on. Please have a great rest of your day, afternoon, and evening. Shout out to these 3 comments.
Thank you.
And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.